Good afternoon, good evening, everybody. It is David Schlotthauer here in my mobile weather office in Austin, Texas. I hope you all are doing great. We are going to be talking, of course, giving you the very latest weather forecast as far as what I'm thinking what the forecast is going to be like for much of the country with this total solar eclipse that is expected on Monday, April the 8th, 2024. Literally just a couple of days away. We actually a few days, roughly, because we have to get through Saturday and Sunday before the big day arrives on Monday. All right, so just bear with me. Internet should be good this time because I'm out. I'm at my uncle's house. Yes, I'm finally here, safe and sound, no issues at all. Except I gotten to enjoy getting through downright San Antonio traffic. That was not pretty at all. People cutting in front of each other. It was just a mess because of the upcoming total solar eclipse that is coming. I mean, people are just panicking. They're, you probably are experiencing it. Get my words straight. Experiencing it in your local neighborhood because people want to get here, they want to get there. And so for this live stream, we are going to be looking at that forecast because I know a lot of you live in that path, in that narrow corridor where we have the total solar eclipse, where the moon blocks the sun entirely, making day into dark or making day into night. And I've got my experiments ready to go. And I just cannot wait for the big day to happen. It's going to be exciting. And yeah, I've been waiting very patiently for this. And I've been waiting very patiently at me bringing you the forecast out of Austin, Texas. Yes, I am literally by where some of you live. Right now, I am not at home. If I was at home, I would tell you that I was at home, but I am not at home. Instead, I am away. So we're going to wait for more people to join because we only have 10 people watching. So please share this with your family and friends on social media because the internet is working good. Okay? It's working perfectly fine. I'm probably going to have to delete all of my live streams of me traveling here because every time I do it, just does not work out. Cell service goes out or my phone overheats. Hopefully this time it is not going to overheat. All right, so I'm going to wait for more people to join because you do not want to miss tonight's forecast. Definitely not. Okay? Because this is going to be important, and I will be doing these every afternoon. Okay, local time in Texas, Central Time, that is, because I am in Central Time. So when it's actually about 9 o'clock here, it's really 7 o'clock in Cali time. So, yeah. So what's up, John Lemon? What's up, Butterdog? What's up? How are you all doing? So please come on down and join the party. Then we'll get started here in about a minute or two. Okay? Come on down. Join the party. Because I am going to give you the best weather forecast that I can give here on the eclipse. Since the internet is working much better. I'm not seeing any lagging issues or anything like that. Okay? So we will begin here. Let me get my iPad ready to go. And then we will get started. Hold on a second. So, I hope, can you all hear me? Can anybody hear me? Hey David, we felt the rare earthquake here in Philadelphia earlier this morning, 4.8. Wow, a 4.8 there in Philadelphia? That is crazy. I'm doing great, just relaxing and enjoying my Friday. That's nice, Butter Dog. Yeah, I'm having a great Friday myself, and it's so cool that me and you are in local time. So when it's late here, it's late there too. You're in Illinois, literally not far from where I'm at. Well, kind of far. Okay, so we only have 13 people watching, so I guess we will get started, because that's what everybody wants to see. So, just for a heads up, my weather station at home, 52 degrees. You would not believe it. It's 52 degrees, and let's see, this was yesterday, or this is today. It was about almost 44 degrees at 1 o'clock this afternoon, California time. And now it's barely 53 there. Where here in Texas, it's much warmer. Not feeling winter at all. It's really, really mild. And that's because we got southerly flow out today. It's quite breezy for my standards, at least. I went to Buc-ee's today, and I'll tell you, the wind was fairly strong, and people are looking at us like, what do you mean this is strong? It's like, I guess people that live in Texas, it's not really much to them, but to us, it's definitely pretty strong. So here's what we have. Southerly flow today, just a couple of high clouds passing to our north. Actually pretty cloudy up here in northern Texas. Part of that high-level cloud cover, part of our next weather system that's going to be moving through. Again, we have this moisture that is getting pulled up. Not a whole lot of moisture. Dew points today across the region in the 30s and 40s. But I really want you all to pay attention what goes on down here by tomorrow, because we're going to get maybe some low-level cloud cover streaming north throughout the southern eastern half of Texas. Part of that Gulf moisture, that is. And that's going to be a really big problem for a lot of eclipse watchers that are wishing and wishing and wishing Willy Wonka for the best view possible. You even see some fires burning over here in eastern Texas. Right over there, got some fires going on, but otherwise not too bad to say the least. Looking pretty good. Really windy up here in western Texas though, where we do have sustained winds of over 20 to 30 miles an hour with wind gusts well over 40 to almost 50 miles an hour. This is where we were yesterday, and this is where we are today. So we have drove all this way finally to meet our destination. What's up, Corruption? How are you doing? So right now where you're at, Corruption, you got dew points actually in the mid-40s. So kind of like where it is here, but only temperatures there are a little cooler. And it's cloudy for your area, and it's probably going to remain cloudy for a few days, unfortunately. Actually, you might get some breaks in the overcast, but then could come back by Sunday night into Monday. That's good, Corruption. I'm glad you're doing good. So let's actually take a look at our forecast, because a lot of you are probably wondering. I don't know if I can screen share on this. Can I? I cannot screen share. I thought I'm... Okay, I can screen share. That's great. But I can't do it off my phone, so we'll have to do it off the iPad. Tomorrow night, I'm going to try the screen share kind of thing to see how that actually goes. Actually, you know what? I don't know. Maybe I'll have to do that. Maybe, yeah, definitely tomorrow, because I'll be doing another update on this. Okay, so let's actually go and take a look here at with what we're dealing with. Okay. So there is still a lot of uncertainty in the forecast on what is going to happen with our weather pattern I'm going to start with Texas first because I'm sure a lot of you, even Oklahoma over here, anyone on this image virtually, because the eclipse goes like this, definitely want to watch this, okay? And then we'll be looking at the upper Midwest here in a little bit. So the forecast remains highly uncertain on a number of things that could end up happening. First and foremost, we have high clouds that are likely to stream overhead during the day on Monday. All right, part of a weather system that's over California right now. Actually, another one that's going to dig down behind that low over California by this weekend. The first initial low that they're seeing right now is going to be going into the Midwest, the kind of the high plains on Saturday into Sunday, and that's going to bring a resurgence of drier air out of the west. That's not the big problem here because that's going to shunt all this moisture offshore or almost offshore. But ahead of that, we're going to have a lot of this moisture that is going to be in place over central Texas, southeastern Texas, where we do have dew points tomorrow that are going to be in the mid to upper 60s. I'm not even used to dew points this high in a while. And right now we're seeing dew points in the upper 40s to lower 50s. So it is definitely on the drier side versus what it's about to become by tomorrow. And I'm about to witness the fate of Texas weather, I guess, right? And then you can see this dry line really setting up here. Very sharp dew point contrast with dew points that are much lower over western Texas. Classic severe weather event that could shape up mainly over northern Texas and Oklahoma. Part of some forcing along that dry line. And then what the uncertainty is just how far south this is going to surge, okay? How far south is this going to be able to mix down into southern Texas, right? Because we know where this boundary is where we have the terminator of mainly of maybe a few high clouds and low-level clouds to the south, right? But watch what happens here. As we go into Sunday night and Monday, we can start seeing this moisture surge back northward. Where and when exactly does this occur is absolutely essential because south of this dry line, we're going to have a lot of stratus, a lot of low cloud cover, some drizzle, maybe even some light rain within this overcast because we have some lift along this boundary, this warm front that is going to be shaping up. And if we actually take a look at the air temperature, we can definitely see where that warm moist air is in place. Now if we go to the 12 kilometer model, very much in the similar spot, okay, and let's go to our dew point, and we can see as we go into Monday morning, here comes the surge of moisture. Now this is not 10 a.m. Pacific time, okay? This is 10 a.m. local time. That is Texas time. And at this point, we can see that our moisture gets pulled northward all the way into the Red River Valley in Oklahoma. The I-35 all along there, going to have a lot of high dew points. And south of Oklahoma City, gonna start seeing dew points climb up as that warm air advances northward. Now, how much high cloud cover will we have will be dependent on how much sunshine we can get through those cirrus clouds. Not just for eclipse watchers in itself, but this warm, moist air mass is gonna contain a lot of stratus, lots of fog. And when we take a look at the total cloud cover, not really indicating here, but if we go to the Euro model and go to the 4 cloud panel, see, we don't have any mid-level clouds. As we can see here, we don't have any mid-level clouds. But what we do have is a lot of high clouds and a lot of low clouds, especially central and southeastern Texas. Now, a lot of you are like, okay, this is 7 a.m. Monday, boo-hoo. Okay, boo-hoo, it's 7 a.m., right? This is going to be very important because where there's fog, where there's stratus, you really hope that the sun is strong enough to puncture through those cirrus clouds to bring surface heating over central Texas. And I'm right over here in Kerrville. So that is roughly on the edge to where this stratus is actually going to be. Now, for one thing, it is impossible to get a forecast on fog like this. Each model is going to be different, okay? And every run in itself is going to be different. So if we play this through, you'll see that stratus really has a hard time mixing out. And it might just be until 1 o'clock where many areas here could have some fog problems. Now, there's not a lot of coverage here at the time of totality over Texas. But if we kind of zoom over, what we do have is a lot of high clouds. Now, why is this a problem? Well, because if there's a lot of high clouds, there's not going to be a whole lot of surface heating for this stratus to mix out or scatter out because of boundary layer mixing, right? And so that's going to really make for some uncertainties. More in the way of a tough viewing of the eclipse might just come, let alone just a standalone version of low clouds. Not really the cirrus clouds. I'm thinking the cirrus clouds are going to be more opaque, or not really opaque, but more like transparent, and will be able to allow at least some views of the solar eclipse. I don't think the cirrus clouds are going to be so thick where we don't see the sun at all. All right. But what I do think is the low-level cloud cover is going to be the one that's in question. Okay. How soon does that moisture return happen Sunday night into Monday? And 2, how much of that moisture is able to lift northward along that warm front? Okay. Is what is all in question here. So now, let's go and take a look at the Ohio Valley. Okay, so the Ohio Valley, I'm just going to show the 4-panel cloud cover. Really, it's not a low-level moisture kind of deal. Actually, there's some low clouds. There might be some low clouds in the morning hours. But that, at least for Indiana, might get out of the way pretty early. So actually by, say, 2 to 3 o'clock in the afternoon, because it's Eastern time there, conditions look pretty good, at least for low-level cloud cover, okay? Now for high-level cloud cover, it is a mixed signal here, okay? Now it's not particularly thick along this track. We can see some breaks. And I want to give you all a secret here, that clouds on a model are usually oversampled because cirrus clouds are transparent. But if you just put that in a numerical term, it's gonna overdo it, and it's gonna sample this as a complete washout overcast. I think there's gonna be a lot more sunshine over here in, say, in Indiana, the Ohio area, as well as maybe even Pennsylvania and New York. That's where I think you're going to have the best viewing. Now, in Missouri, low-level cloud cover should not be a problem, but the high-level clouds could be. But really, in Texas, it's going to be a factor of both. Not only just low, but high-level cloud cover. So 2 layers of clouds making way for a very tough situation for eclipse viewers that are in the path of totality. Now, it will still get completely dark, and as matters of fact, it might get even darker with cloud cover than if it weren't for the cloud cover, because fortunately or unfortunately, depending on how you look at it, you may not be able to see the 360 sunset around at the horizon level, surrounding where the shadow of the moon is over Earth. Okay? So that means that could actually allow the sky to even look much darker than what it really actually is. Okay? So, any questions? Any questions? Now, there is another concern here. There could be the chances for thunderstorms on Monday afternoon into the Monday evening time frame, especially for central and eastern Texas is where I think we could have some thunderstorms. So like Dallas, Texas doesn't look to be the good spot to view the eclipse at all because of the thunderstorms that could develop along that warm front, the northern edge of that moisture theta E gradient. What's up, Elaine? How are you? Okay, are the glasses safe or are some of them knockoffs, thus not proactive? So that is kind of a personal way. I cannot answer that question for you because I don't know myself. Well, I know for a fact if it has an ISO with the numbers and it's coming actually from a trusted manufacturer, they're safe to use. You just have to do some research and know which eclipse glasses are safe or are not safe for solar viewing. The ones that I got, though, are safe for solar viewing. I have tried them on myself, and they look really good. Now, again, for you, again, it comes down to research and knowing what brand to get those from. What's up, Emily from Nova Scotia? How are you doing? Man, I'm tired today from all the long drive. And it's already 7:04. It's already 7:04 here. What's up, Heidi? How are you doing? So sickening that you drove all that way to see Eclipse. Heidi, why is it so sickening for me to drive all that way to see an eclipse? Do you mean it in a good way, like so sickening, like so flipping cool, or what? Hopefully it's in a good way because, boy, I'm looking forward to this. And yes, there is cloud problems, which really disappoints me. It really does. Because it's cloudy. Yeah. Yeah, I know. It is. It is really unfortunate. Well, but the thing is, Heidi, that if you look at the cloud map here, may not be as bad, but it only takes one cloud. How about that? It only takes one cloud to ruin the show. Okay? And just about everyone, so this is at around about 1 to 2 o'clock, and look at how much clouds there are. Virtually, interestingly enough, virtually everyone in the path of totality, all the way from, say, Mazatlan, Mexico, through Texas, in Arkansas, into the upper Midwest, and virtually all the way up until you get to Maine, has some sort of cloud issues. This is one of those eclipses. It's called the eclipse that's played hide and seek. Yeah, Butterdog. Yeah, hopefully it isn't too bad. We'll have to wait and see. Exactly. Predicting low-level cloud cover is very tricky. Because for one thing, it has not developed yet over southeastern Texas. It has not. And thank goodness, with the high sun angle of 68 degrees above the horizon at solar noon, that should make way for plenty of time for that fog or any cloud cover to really lift. I know, right? It's like the clouds are following the path. Yeah, I know, right? It's crazy to see that. I did not even realize that until you mentioned it. Yeah, it is following the path, because if we follow this all the way up and out, it's what we're dealing with. I cannot control the weather, folks. I just wish, and I wish it would just not happen at all. These clouds that are impacting the viewing experience. But I'll tell you though right now, what is for certain is somewhere rather you're gonna see solar effects. Clouds getting dark, skies getting dark, and then eventually night falling upon you briefly as the moon blocks the sun. Okay, but there's a lot of uncertainty. I learned this from my cousins, is that it's not a washout, okay? We need to build a giant fan to blow the clouds away. I know, right, Butter Dog? We need to. And I wanted to show you something that I think you're going to like, and it looks just like butter. Hold on. I got something cool to show you.
I had to buy the cemetery, that spooky cemetery.
We got
And I remember.
We got two dogs.
Walking out, and I was like, you know who that was, right? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, she said something like, oh, are you
Hey,
weirded
buddies.
out by that? She said something like that.
Yeah.
I remember that. I don't know
I
why.
was weirded out by it, and he was too.
man.
And it was like and
He's Mexican, I take it.
no,
Not
he's
black.
black.
Puerto Rican.
No, not Puerto Rican. He's black.
My dad. I have.
Yeah, Butter Dog.
Indigenous
You can
American
be Cali.
And then I have like a bunch of like white in me from my mom. And then
Hey, buddies.
I have like Ghana, Jewish.
Wow. We did a DNA on her birthday.
Hey, buddy.
DNA.
Hey, Cali the Butter
Like,
Dog.
I have like 30ish%.
And there's 3 dogs.
From Africa.
Really?
And then most of it is Ghana. I just think that's so cool.
That is cool.
I
Is Ghana an island? No, Ghana is a country in Africa.
always tell them, I was like, I always want to visit Ghana because of the slavery castles there. I just think that would be so fun to go visit.
Slavery castles?
Yes, in Ghana. It's like these, I'm not really it's kind of,
Guys, get out of there. Hey, get out of there.
Come here. Come here, Leo.
Did you see? No, Maddie was about ready to attack because her tail was straight up in the air. Go lay down now.
Come on, Leo. Oh, you're such a scaredy cat.
you're brave.
Maddie,
Be brave.
get out of there.
Be brave. Be
Maddie,
brave.
lay down now.
I just wanted to show my viewers that really quick. Yeah, so yep. I love dogs. Yeah, I'll tell you, the white dog that you saw, that's Callie. That dog, I'll tell you right now, very hyper. You cannot calm that dog down at all. Will jump all over you, will bark and do just a hyper dog. I love Maddie, the dark dog, very calm, but also, will just, you saw. Oh, thank you, Emily. Yeah, Butter Dog, your nickname could be Callie, okay? You could be Callie, or actually, no. You could be Maddie. You could be Maddie. Or which dog would you like to be? Would you like to be Maddie or Callie? So, yeah, I had to throw some entertainment into there. Had to throw some entertainment. Well, I asked Butter Dog Emily, and I'm waiting for a response. Emily, actually, Morrison could be... I'll be Callie, but whichever you think I should be. All right, Butter Dog, you could be Callie. Then Emily Morrison could be Maddie. So, Butter Dog, you wanted to jump and try to eat my food earlier. You were hyper. You just would not listen. And you had to get locked up in the cage. Thank you, Heidi. Bad Butter Dog. Bad Callie. And you were trying to fight earlier. You had your tail up. You were trying to fight. I guess you did not like Leo, the other dog, the Mortise, I think it's called. It's a type of dog. You're pretty funny for a young genius geek. Thank you, Elaine. I'm glad I'm funny. What's up, Tyler? How are you? I am in Texas, brother. I'm in Texas. I'm in good old Texas. Good old not gold country. Hill country. And if you don't believe me, it's like 80 degrees here right now. It is warm. And yeah, I am wearing shorts. I am actually wearing shorts. I am not wearing jeans. It is just too warm for me. What's the weather looking like? Still cloudy and a chance of rain? Well, Tyler, let's take a look, buddy. Let's take a look. So, if we take a look at Texas specifically, this is the question right here. See this boundary of moisture right here? That moisture is supposed to return northward, and this is by 1 a.m. on Monday local time. This is Texas, Central Daylight Time. And that moisture, so where we are going, shoot. Maybe I can borrow this. So we're going to go here. This is where we're going. I know it's hard to see. You guys can see that. Where is the county at now? I lost the county. Oh, right here. That's where we're going. See where it says 35-degree dew point? That's Kerrville. That's the county that we'll be in. And that is just northwest of where this moist boundary is going to be in place. Brady G 111. What's the weather looking like in Kerrville? My cousin lives there. Woohoo! Hey, Brady G 111. Tell your cousin to go to the Kerrville Sports Complex. I will be there. I'm going to be selling, and we decided on a price for the little key. Let me actually get them really quick. Hold on.
Oh my gosh, there's this one time that we ate with her. We were in
Just got family here.
sketchy.
So, this is what I'm going to get. This is what I'm going to sell. Hold on. Hold on a second. I'm going to be selling, and they're all identical. There's nothing new. I'm going to be selling these. I'm going to be selling these for $15. We have made the price, and I do not accept any credit cards. You will have to pay through cash. Okay? You're going to have to pay through cash. Okay? No debit or ATM cards at all. I will not accept those. Okay? Here's a look at what I will be selling if I'm lucky enough to sell this. $15 for one of these. Okay? $15 for one of these. I know California did not get etched in very well right there. Sometimes the laser engraving software doesn't do the best job, but it does it can do as good of a job as it can do. But yeah, that's what I will be giving away. And here they all are. They're all in here. So that's that. Also, another thing I will be giving away for free. Hold on. I will be giving away these Eclipse glasses for free. Okay? I have one, I have two, three, four. I have 4 pair. I have 4 solar eclipse glasses that I will give away for free. Okay? But what I won't give away for free will be the solar eclipse, I call them just placards, like keychains or whatever. This is what I'm not giving away for free. This, if you want this, you will have to spend $15. Okay? Alright, so Tyler, let's see. So, still a chance of a cloud or a rain out. Tyler, more than likely over Kerrville, it's more about the low-level cloud cover. There is going to be some low-level cloud cover problems. Because as that moisture, let me show you again. As this moisture here, it's going to surge back north. Okay, you can see it here. It's surging north. Now, as we go on and look at the 12Z, or the 12-kilometer NAM, you can see this moisture by 1 o'clock in the afternoon has already returned as far north as the Red River Valley, the Red River area of Oklahoma. We even have that moisture influx even backing all the way into western Texas, near the Abilene area, as well as near, well, not too far east of Fort Stockton. We have that moisture that's going to be in place. Now, these dew points down here, though, there is going to be low-level cloud cover issues down here, because we have dew points that are high enough to support that. Dew points here in the mid-70s. How about that for an eclipse day? P-watt values almost up to 2 inches down here. So we have a lot of moisture going to be recovering northward. Now, of course, how deep will this moisture be is going to, again, still be in question. The NAM 12 kilometer has a lot of moisture that is going to be a big problem coming off the Gulf into this area here of Texas. Okay, this is 700 millibar. 500 millibar, we don't have a whole lot of moisture, maybe a tad or two of mid-level cloud cover. Hopefully that doesn't end up happening. but it's really the low-level cloud cover that is going to really be a big problem. Okay, more of a low-level cloud problem than a rain problem. More of the chances of rain will actually exist over here in eastern Texas, is where I think we're going to have the best amount of instability that is going to overspread the area. And look at the Cape over here. Very elevated and very much so, possibly extreme instability developing over central Texas by Monday afternoon. So this is by 4 p.m. when the eclipse had just ended, is when we could see some thunderstorms erupt right along here, right near the San Antonio area, all the way into Dallas-Fort Worth area is where we have the best chances for this moisture to become unstable for thunderstorms. And this is where we have that K-index that is also highest over this region. What's up? Brian Track Hurricanes. I am over here. Now, I'm not going to disclose my location on the exact area where I'm at, but I will tell you right now, I'm going to zoom out. I am actually over here. See that blue dot? It's not my exact location. I'll tell you that right now. That's why I zoomed out. But I'm near Austin. I'm near San Antonio. I'm near Killeen. And on Monday, we're going to drive down here over and up and land in Kerrville for the eclipse. Okay, so I'm not watching it from Austin. I'm not watching it from San Antonio. I'm not watching it from Johnson City. I'm not watching this from Fredericksburg. We're going to Kerrville to watch this, and it's right in here. We drove this today, actually. My stream just did not want to cooperate on me today. But we drove down Harper Road, and we drove... Actually, yeah, we drove down Harper Road, then we came down this road, and then we turned into here, and I just kind of looked around. This place, folks, is massive. This is huge. I mean, when I got here, it doesn't look that big on Google Maps, but it is humongous. It is a big place to watch the eclipse. Also, another area we might have to consider is possibly going over to, let's see here. Possibly over to Hayes Park, Louis Hayes Park. Just about 3 miles south, but we would walk it mainly. If the weather allows, man, it's going to be kind of muggy. I don't know if we'll even end up doing that. But most likely we'll end up here. This is where we'll end up being. Is there going to be a lot of campers there in the Kerrville? No. No tents, no canopies allowed at the Kerrville Sports Complex. There's no drones allowed, which is a bummer for me. Can't bring. I'll do something. I'll see if I can bring. That's why I might want to go to Hayes Park to fly it, because I'm sure they allow it there. But there's going to be so many people here. That's why they don't allow that stuff. David, will be the first time feeling muggy. Yeah, for my area. Where I'm at, yeah, it's going to definitely feel muggy. Oh my gosh, Rocky Mountain. I'm going to have to tell my my aunt and uncle that really quick.
He's been so worried about it. Like we were checking mail today,
hey,
and he goes, "Did my
Uncle
mom send
Steven,
the money yet?"
Guess how much the hotel prices are here on the 8th and the 9th. Or on the 7th and the 8th of April for the eclipse.
For him?
$1,000 a night.
So
This is what the person is saying right here.
It's probably the wrong.
This person said that.
So give me $200.
I'll teach her how to
No.
Oh, okay.
Hey, buddies.
$200 a night, David.
No, $1,000 a night.
So $200 is cool. You say it with me. I have to feed you too.
He's
I'm not.
so upset that he forgot.
Do you hear that? I have to pay my uncle $200 a night. Hey, I have the money for it. I don't have cash. Oh yeah, well, guess what? Rocky Mountain Resort, where I stayed, in Fort Stockton, not the hotel that I stayed at, but at the Best Western, because we went there first by accident because we thought that's where we were staying, and then they told us, oh, you're staying at the Baymont. Okay, the prices there, okay, the prices at the Best Western were going for $500 a night in Fort Stockton. Oh, nice! Rocky Mountain Resort, Robert, you did. Wait, so are you traveling to watch the Eclipse Rocky Mountain, Robert? Oh, this is going to be exciting. Oh, this is going to be exciting. I wonder how much for a Starship launch. Laughing out loud. Who knows? Oh, you have cousins that live in Kerrville. Oh, nice. So Rocky Mountain Robert. So are you traveling? Are you driving to Kerrville? Do you live in Kerrville? Where do you live? If you don't mind me asking. Dig to discover. Haven't seen a Baymont in a long time. It's called Baymont by Wyndham. It's a Wyndham. It is called the Dig to Discover Hotels. No, I'm just kidding. But this is where our moisture is going to be, all. Right in here. Where I'm going to be, it's going to be pretty muggy. It's going to be disgusting, but there's nothing I can do. Brady G, the traffic, at least, because we have to go through San Antonio to get to Kerrville. Oh, it's going to be ridiculous. I will leave at 3 or 4 in the morning on Monday. I would literally leave at 3 or 4 in the morning on Monday. I am not kidding you. Traffic is going to be insanity. It is going to be ridiculous. When I say bad, I mean it. Hold on. Gianna? What? No. I called. Oh, yeah. He's trying to. He was putting his arm underneath.
You can just let him out.
Okay, I was not sure. I did not know. I did not know if I was allowed to let him out or not.
Are you coming? You want the door closed?
Yeah. So, let's see. Emily. No, on the chat. Emily Morris said, will it get totally dark? It depends. I would say if you're in the center line, it's going to be the darkest because the sunset, well, any bright sky is furthest away from you. If you're in the center line of the eclipse, okay? If you're on the southern edge, if you're on the northern edge, the limit line, we call it, it's going to be it's going to get really, really, really dark, but probably not quite as dark as where I'm going to be. Where I'm going to be, we're going to get like the middle of it. Okay. What's up, Cheesy Weather? Rocky Mountain, Robert. I live in New Mexico, but have family in different states, from Montana to Texas. All right. What I was asking, Rocky Mountain Robert, are you driving to Texas to see this eclipse just like I did? Or what's the deal? I want to hear what your plans are. Let's see. In 2017, we had people from Europe for the eclipse. Well, probably the same thing this time. I was supposed to go to my cousin's in Tennessee, and we were going to drive to Indiana for the eclipse, but she had to travel for work, so I'm watching coverage of it on YouTube. Aww. That is unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Brady G111. I dare you all to stare at the sun without... No, I'm just kidding. Don't stare at the sun without eclipse glasses. Wear these glasses. I'm telling you. Protect your eyeballs just like mine. See, my eyeballs. I was born in Indiana. Oh, okay. Oh, guess where I stopped at today, folks? For lunch, dinner. Well, mainly for dinner. Guess where I stopped at for dinner? Guess where I stopped at for dinner? Yes, I am driving to Kerrville, but if the traffic is bad, I may not. I'll have to see. Rocky, drive now. Get to Kerrville now. Don't wait. Get out and get out now to Kerrville. Please. Do not wait for the last minute. Do not wait for the last minute. No, Butterdog. I have no clue. I went to Buc-ee's. You all. I went to Buc-ee's today. Have you ever been to Buc-ee's, anybody? How was it? Yes. Yep, many times. Nope. I'll tell you what. I have never in my entire life seen a Buc-ee's so big. I mean, it was huge. It was huge. At least there were about 50 gas pumps. You know, like a gas pump to put gas in your car. 50 gas pumps in a line. 50 gas pumps. Yeah. Everything's bigger in Texas, laughing out loud. Oh, it's a gas station. Yes, it is. It's a huge gas station. It's always crowded when we go. I know. I mean, today it was so crowded, I could not find a parking spot. I could not find a parking spot whatsoever. It was, it was terrible. It was terrible. I mean, all the gas stations today in Texas are just crowded. People are freaking out over a solar eclipse. It's like Walmart. Yeah. So, cheesy weather. Oh, what's your latest plans for the solar eclipse? Are you gonna go see totality or not? What's the latest? What's up, Sherry? How are you doing? Butterdog, I think the one... Okay, Butterdog says... Yeah, so, Callie says, I think the one near Austin is or was considered the biggest truck stop in the country. Wow! Okay. Yeah, Butterdog, it's huge, dude. It's... Oh. It's big. I mean... Yeah, you can get lost in there pretty quickly. Oh, there's another one in Iowa. I've been to Love's. Have you all been to Pilot and Love's? I've been to Love's. Love's is really nice. And I'll tell you what. The restrooms, okay, at the Buc-ee's where we stopped were so clean that I later found out from my cousin that they clean the restrooms every 5 to 10 minutes. They clean the restrooms every 5 to 10 minutes. Again, if you did not hear that once or twice, they clean the restrooms every 5 to 10 minutes. Which is incredible. All the Buc-ee's are huge, though. I travel TA. Oh, travel TA. Oh, okay. Oh, I've seen a TA, yeah. So, Butterdog, are you excited for the solar eclipse? You're probably going to be barking, huh? You're going to be barking and wagging your tail all over, huh? Come here, Butterdog. Look, look. They just opened one in Daytona Beach. Oh, really? Okay. I'll probably see it since I'm getting 90%. So you're not going to go see totality. Okay. There's a bunch of parties at my college for the eclipse. Wow. That's crazy, Butter. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of parties with this. What's up? So, any questions? Any more questions? Anybody? Again, just reviewing with what we talked about. at least for where I'm going, we have a lot of moisture problems. Don't mind my cousin's, girly stuff. And there is me in the mirror. Maybe you'll get involved with a tornado while you're on the road. That would be amazing. Heidi, no. I'm not into severe weather when I'm out here right now. I am not into severe weather, okay? Any tornado risk for Saturday and Sunday? Let's see. There is a slight risk for severe weather for Monday into Tuesday. For downright Texas, that's ridiculous. What's cloud cover looking like for Connecticut? So let's take a look for Connecticut. I don't know if there's even a Connecticut on here. No, there isn't. So I'll have to look up maybe... Oh, no. I'll have to look up New York, the state of New York, and go to National Blended Models, because that's going to give out a good reading for cloud cover. So cloud cover in the afternoon between about 35 to 50%. Between 35 to 50% of cloud cover for the eclipse. That's not too bad. Well, look at Texas. Are you serious? Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, good. It's not as high. Still right around 70 to 80%. That's considered mostly cloudy for us. That is terrible. Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. I got some ice pellets today, David. Really cheesy weather? You're at the beach? Nice. All I gotta say is I love you guys. And I'm so excited to track the solar eclipse with you all. Where's the dry air when you need it? Over western Texas. Because that moisture is going to be advecting north. I'm happy you were able to make this trip happen, David. Yup, and I did this trip specifically for all of you. I really did. Because I thought this would be interesting for you all. Yeah, I'm glad I was able to take this trip too. Callie, the dog. Butter dog. Frontal boundary, is that what it means? Yes, dig to discover. All right. How many butter dog stops did you need? We made a lot. We made a lot of butter dog stops. All right, you guys. It is about 7:45 here. I'm going to probably head off. But I will be back again with another eclipse forecast tomorrow. And also on Sunday. Because you guys are awesome. And then we are going to go to Kerrville. And we are going to live stream this event. Hopefully all goes well, though. Hopefully everything goes well for it. Awesome. Thanks, David. Yes, of course. Now, before I do end it, I want to let you all know again that cloud cover is highly unpredictable. You cannot forecast it until the day of the eclipse. I want to make that clear with you all. So I know some of you in this chat were saying, you drove all that way to see the solar eclipse and it's going to be cloudy. Like what? It's highly uncertain, folks. Please understand that. Okay? Right now, exactly how the low-level cloud cover will play out. We just don't know until the morning of the eclipse. All right? I love you guys, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.